Here it is. Mahila Man. Why you always talk about love? What's he say? Why you always want to talk about it? I'm sorry. I don't. I don't want to. It's just, it's kind of weird. It's getting a little weird now, but let's go ahead and finish it off. So, all right. So let's get this. Do you want me just to zoom in and we'll just do it that way? I think I should. I think I should just do it that way. So, all right, we'll start at the top here. So 2743, 3763, 39.6 relation. This is Joseph Clemens Pilsudski, which are the feet. All this here. Okay. So going over the Archiebombakt. Okay. So we'll do it like a documentary or a making of the film, right? With the commentary from the director. We'll go ahead and do it that way. So the top part was the most complex. I needed to really think about what was what, and it seemed to be a three-sided ordeal that included the Vester and also the Kachina, which I'm looking at as the Hosiad Wind River connection. Now, it could be a twist, and, as Grok said, it was supposed to be Gemini, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but the music seems to say otherwise, so we'll see how that goes. But the music could be for the many other river affected women in the world. That maybe from that spicher the transgressors have come to the full. Maybe they weren't, maybe they weren't really the good guys or something. I don't know. So, but you know what? I'm kind of Beetlejuice myself. So we'll see. And that's in the black and white film version. So Kachina, Paul Walker's side of Crash did make a difference. Being there, almost got interviewed, but so that was. We don't have to really get into the foul stuff that much. I mean, this is what it was, and for Jeremy was kind of the airplane stuff. That wasn't anything that would have affected anything on a big scale, because the G's had to go through that Ma G to be as the elves in Lord of the Rings. That's what it shows here. Okay. So we're going to stick with that. That would not have been some airplane G or something. That would have been, and a lot of this was little things that played out on the map, maybe in a small town, that Grok showed one video, like some shooting that happened or something. Like a lot of it played out like that. Like a lot of it is small scale. And then for the continents and stuff, those were like gonna get done. And like, what, we have 17 Babylon centers plus possibly Big Ben, so 18. And we have set sail without some of these guys on the map. So let them deal it out with the demons or the Russians and Chinese or however it's going to go down. Let them deal it out that way. Or if it was subtle, then they go to heaven with the subtle guys. Like, it's all okay. A lot of what I've done recently has been very subtle, so I'm not against that at all. I don't like I don't think that's a bad thing, and like I'm all for the Eric Tavares guys. Like I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm the 1,006. So I'm not against them at all. Like I'm just kind of wondering, like, did the map get done, or is it all for post nukes? So there's that. And then you know are you a Gloucesterman? you know you just got to ask yourself, like, are you a Gloucesterman? And I think a lot of people on YouTube really are, and some they're not really, and that's okay. Not everyone is a Gloucesterman. So then we have and that's what I tried to push through this film here, this sheet that's going to be laminated in the morning. That is this the Gloucesterman, and what do you think of that? So that's kind of the running theme. Right here, Jonas Villas's, 1682 1415403 relation. Okay. So let's see. All right. That Y there is the JWW, the essays, which is shown with the guys that are extra on that 138, which is part of the 143 grader, and the ones that I didn't have the dates for on that that they were part of bigger events that had gone down, in the years preceding. So the ones that don't have the date on them are part of that Indianapolis, Lexington, most of them. And then I think one is a Russian Chinese connection, which is the one I'm talking about here, the essays one. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. So 4035 reverse trigonal, 8142630 relation. And that is Prolimerus Angiostrongylus cantonensis. That's as one phrase on Gematria, gematrinator.com, which I use for my videos. Right here, had to do two Gematrias here. The Philip Suriano Joe Pesci was 4168828 relation, 418th prime. So this is the mid-arm rags of Archiebombakt. Oklahoma City was Joe Pesci and DJ Graham. So their deal. Thoidamus aspera and Buddenbrachia plumatelle, 6816 and 23232336 relation. So, okay. So I'm showing this. We'll see what happens tomorrow. As far as all this stuff. So all Severn River, my name. First time I've actually looked at that in the reverse trigonal. I just knew it was the 204 English ordinal, but but the relation, I thought, wow, thought that was crazy. But as object of verb B6 and 1,000, he got Antoine Hauder de la Motte, which all these play out in the present, but they're really a lot more spiritual than that, than just the earthly matrix program. 3516 6182886 relation. So, and that's as that it was set that the woman would be judged. The Revelation 18 would happen was the connection there with object of the verb. I thought that was a cool play out of the wording there, in the ciphers. That it was as the simple set play. Um, you know. So let's see. Manchester Grande. So we have all this. We have it all. But I'll go ahead and show it. So um, Edmonto 44. All this. So just wanted to make sure we have it. Yeah, they played out recently. I mean, it's not a joke that on there, is on the 12 creatures that came before this sea spider we're in now. That 3 of them played out over about a year and 9 months or something. Almost 2 years. Well, no, not really. I guess a year and a half, but so, or a little over a year and a half, but what do you think of that? I thought, yeah, like, it shows that we're getting closer to end times, or that God kind of sped it up, because these are shown in these ciphers here. The Ben Store Dad is GER, GER. Like, it's all shown in the ciphers. Like, I don't think it's like made up just to be quick. I don't think it is. Like, oh yeah, we got that one too. We got that. Like, just put it on there. I don't think that. I don't think that. I think we actually have these. Now maybe it played out in the stars like this, and you can see it where it was like a hectic like transition, like chaos transition in the stars, where it's like, yeah, it did change quickly, you know. But I don't know. I don't use Stellarium, so I don't know. But so right here, that Skull and Bones is not as the muscle bone connection. It's not as that. This 322 is as the wording of it to show this up here at the top. To show this, to show the Kepri, okay, would be the 322 there. So now divide by Betelgeuse radius plus the 23, which is the Psalm 23 and 9/11 there, which is the Obama woman connection, that something would go down spiritually and in the physical, but not weird. So then you get this 24,829 point, so all that. And then 23,628 Venus circumference. Here, I'll get a little closer here. Okay, divide by this here. Put in a decimal, okay. This put in a decimal before. So you get all this, and then up here 23,628 times that 0.9516193049376064 times 6094 Europa circumference and you get 137,022,742.55047876. Now 7,000 um 7,000 divided by 137,022,742.55047876, you get point 60, 51086, 40996, 162532. All right, 15 minutes. So thank you. So I said I'm gonna laminate this one, and we'll go from here. Okay, so thank you. This right here was actually a bug that was on the paper, and I squashed it, and it reminded me of that it that appeared to be an Ugnaught in Ace Ventura scene, between Jim Carrey and the Ugnaught. I forgot his name, but I believe that he may be the lieutenant or the head of the police for the Ace Ventura film, and kiss and make up, they say. But and I would actually torture these kind of like lightning bugs or something at the pool when I was lifeguarding. I would place them on the arm stand, like on the armrest, which was silver. I would place them upside down, or excuse me, on their back, on this, with their legs pulled off. I would pull off all their legs and put them on their back on the silver of the armrest. And they would sit there for a while, and I would remember not to put my arm there. So I did that, and then I actually killed a mouse that was in the backyard of our pool at Heartland Park in Owensboro. I killed a mouse that was in there, and by hitting it with a shovel. I had gotten it out with the net, the pool net, the skimmer, and put the skimmer over so that it couldn't get out, and then hit it with a shovel. Those are the two things that I did to animals. I think one time I hit a squirrel on my way to school. It was either a squirrel or a rabbit. But I think that's it, though. I think that's all I've done to animals. And my fish died. Shark eye, beta fish. He died when I had switched my room from being with my brother Blake to being in a room by myself that used to be my Uncle Johnny's kind of guest room. And that was during late 98 to 99. And I was watching Matrix and Lost World Jurassic Park and the Odyssey cartoon film that was Bible-based with my cousin Z. I would watch that in that guest room that became my room. And I remember specifically that the Matrix film stood out to me, that I would watch in there by myself, kind of, and at Copperfield. And but I had that fish in there too. I got that fish, and that was part of my being alone in there, was the fish, Shark Eye. And then he died. I flushed him down the toilet. I don't think that I killed him by not feeding him or something. I had gone away for a weekend, but I think somebody fed him. I think my Aunt Lisa fed him, and then he just died. So, and I think I cut up worms or something. I cut up a few worms that were in between the cracks in the driveway or something, to see that they would still move, or something like that. But those are my sins against animals. I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm not into that sort of thing. I have a dog, Jeremy, that I try to take care of and take him for walks, and sometimes I get him the dog patties at In-N-Out Burgers, and he'll eat those whole, and loves them. And he went through a lot because he lost his balls, which were very big. My mom wanted to get him, neutered to be more healthy out here and everything, and it had a dramatic effect on him and really changed his whole life. And so now he's not the same, and all he cares about is trying to get our food and stuff. So I'll take him to get him, some cheeseburgers and stuff. And so I think he's doing okay though. He's pretty healthy now, and I'm happy that I get to be with him and stuff, and he's my friend. And um, you know, I love him and everything. And I kind of would like to have a fish, but I don't know. Excuse me. So that's it though. But as I said, I don't do that stuff to animals anymore. That's just, but that is what I've done. Okay, that is what I've done in my channel. I try to show that the animals do make a difference in even the parasites, the worms, the beetles, um, the aliens. The aliens from Star Wars, which people see in their head, or they see them as the deviants or something, and they're actually real things. That they'll show images of themselves to people on Earth and manifest spiritually through smoke or something, but they are actually real things. Dragon Ball Z, aliens with Sigourney Weaver, Predator, even, just all of it. So, um, and the dinosaurs, the first flock, I call them. I think that they were very important, to all this stuff that is going on. And that they were in the garden and everything. They really lived by that berserker stuff. That they were part of that genie. And the true berserker, which is the true Norwegian, and dates to how the French were and everything. And then the true Iran, the Kaanian, and that they were really the two that were true to the garden. Okay, and how it was supposed to be between man and wife spiritually, and in the marriage and everything, that it was different roles. Like it was how it was supposed to be, and not how the sitcoms are that excuse me, that are in American TV. Okay, so thank you. I'm talking too much and I'm coughing. I'm sorry. I don't think my coughs mean something. I think it's just me being a betting field. I have coughs. It's like I'm choking on my water or something. It's a family thing. But um, I may have learned that through the Samoa stuff by being around them. If you want to go that route. But all right, thank you.